Today, we're kicking off National News Literacy Week.
News literacy is the ability to determine what's credible and what's not, and recognize which stories to trust, to share, and to act on. Misinformation on social media has become a growing concern in recent years, with TikTok emerging as a top app for users under the age of 25.
As the platform expands its reach, more young people are using it to get their news. 7 Action News reporter Whitney Burney shows us how that's fueling the spread of misinformation and what's being done to fight it.
For many young people, their smartphones are always in hand.
I have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, and the news app from Apple.
Not just for scrolling, but as a source of information, especially when big stories break.
Lately, it's been the Idaho murders, and then I got into a deep hole on figuring out or just watching a bunch of different videos on that.
Sydney Parpart and her friend Michaela Noon say TikTok kept them informed as the brutal stabbing case unfolded.
There's younger people that find stuff on the internet and post photos and stuff, so it's you don't know what to believe, but then it's also something that's so big right now in the world.
As more and more people use apps like TikTok to get their news, experts say they're concerned about misinformation and how quickly it can spread. A 2022 NewsGuard study surveyed more than 500 videos on the app on topics like the Russian war, COVID vaccines, and the 2020 election, and found nearly 1 in 5 videos on the social media app contain misinformation, something they say the algorithm routinely delivers to its users.
Over the last 10 years, misinformation has really taken a turn and has really become just an important factor in everybody's daily life. It's just pervasive in everything that we do.
Dan Yvonne is the senior manager of education design with the News Literacy Project, an organization dedicated to teaching people how to fact check. The group recently launched their own TikTok page called the Rumor Guard, where they debunk viral content.
TikTok is really kind of taking over social media in general, but also the spread of misinformation. So we wanted to, get our voice on that platform where we can address things more directly.
Yvonne says the rampant misinformation often distorts the conversation, and anyone is susceptible to falling for it.
I think the impacts are wide-reaching and are going to have long-lasting impacts. And it's everything from stuff that's really consequential, like things about your health or politics. But there's also just culture wars that play out on TikTok that are often fueled by false claims or out-of-context videos. And it really frames how people see the world. We don't want to get into, telling people what's right and what's wrong, but having their opinions based on stuff that is actually happening is very important.
TikTok says they take the spread of misinformation on their platform seriously and have several policies in place to remove accounts that spread misleading or outright false info. In the last 6 months, the platform has removed 110 million videos. A little less than 1% of those videos contain misinformation. Reporting here in Rochester, Whitney Burney, 7 Action News.
All right, thank you so much, Whitney.